Question time. How does God justify a person? Now, there's some belief that actually God will never justify us and give us justification to be accepted into his presence in this life, but there's some who believe that it will be after death when all of our merits and all of our good works are, brought about, and God from there will declare whether we are actually worthy to go into heaven and enter into his presence or not. In other words, you can never be sure whether you will be justified or not. That's the belief. There's some many man-made religions have this. But what does the Bible say? What does Christianity teach? Here's what Christianity teaches. In Romans chapter 4, the Apostle Paul is given an example of the father of faith called Abraham. Now everybody knows who Abraham is. He is the father of faith. Now why Abraham? Because people in the Apostle Paul's day and Jesus' day, and even today, they even said that in order for you to be right with God, to have eternal life, to go to heaven, you need to do good works. You need to provide good works and good enough in order for God to accept you. But wait a minute, says the Apostle Paul. He says that if Abraham was justified by works, he has something to be proud of, to be boasting about. So he would have to do that, but not before God. But the Apostle Paul actually says, in fact, what happened to Abraham was this. He did not work to earn his justification. In other words, he didn't add anything he didn't give a gift or a sacrifice or anything to God and say, look, God, here's my life. No, Abraham believed in God and it was counted to him as righteousness. In other words, the Apostle Paul says that, and to the one who does not work, so here's this, but believes in him who justifies the ungodly, that's us, his faith is counted righteous. So this is how God justifies a person, when they put their faith in the person and work of Jesus Christ on their behalf. That's the only way a person becomes justified. Once they put their trust and their faith for salvation in the final execution, the final work which Christ has done for them on the cross, to do the atonement for all of their sins, trusting in Jesus Christ alone, remember, they are immediately justified. In other words, they are declared innocent before God because they are not trusting in their own righteousness. They are trusting in the righteousness of someone else, namely Jesus Christ. So that is how a person is declared justified.